name's Kathleen Olson. I am a housewife, a wife, a mother, and a grandmother. And I got bored one day and said I'm going to do what I've always said I was going to do, and I wrote a book. I always wanted to be, but I didn't have the time. I was too busy with Girl Scouts and ballet rehearsals and everything. I just kept putting it off, and then all of a sudden, the kids were gone. And the grandchildren didn't need me anymore. So instead of feeling sorry for myself, I said, well, doggone it, I'm going to write that book I always thought I would. Yeah.
I love that for you.
I was born in Evanston, which is north of Chicago.
Okay.
And then I grew up and spent my whole life in Glenview, which is like next door to Evanston. I love Glenview. I love the suburbs. I'm a suburban housewife, and I have no reason to leave. After all, nobody's asked me to. It's come run with me.
Come run with me.
It's the story of the Underground Railroad. Well, that's a wonderful story. When I was 8 years old, my parents, who were very wise, decided to take my sister and myself on a trip to the southern states so we would learn another culture, different foods, different ways of speaking, things like that. So we went into the Deep South, and I was shocked and ashamed when I saw signs all over the place saying white only. I cried because I couldn't stand that kind of ignorance, and here I was only 8.
Yeah.
Well, I took that feeling and I nurtured it and put it away in my head and said someday I'm going to write a book about that. And that's how that came about. Okay, Polly was white, and her family ran a stop on the Underground Railroad. So the black people on the run would stop there for a night or two just to have some rest and some food. Hattie came in, she was very sick.
Oh, I remember this. She had malaria.
He had malaria.
Something else.
Yeah, and she could not go on with her friends. She had to stay there to get well. Well, eventually, the sheriff started catching little things that might lead to the fact that there is an Underground Railroad station at Polly's house. Of course not. It was illegal.
Would they get executed for that?
No, they'd be put in jail. And Polly was a little young for jail, but she'd go there. They decided they had to run. And the only way to go was to take Hattie with them. And Polly says, I'll miss you. She says, no. Come run with me.
Name of the book. I love when that happens.
Yeah.
So is the story their journey together?
The story is the journey. Polly's father and brother went with them to help. And the two of them had to grow up pretty fast. It is going from western Iowa to Chicago, and then taking by freight up through the Great Lakes into 1857.
Okay.
Just before the Civil War. Well, they gave me the best advice in my writer's life. They said, don't stop writing.
And all these ideas, they had to come out.
Yeah. And I'm going now on my 10th book, so I'm doing something right.
Yeah, you are.
Most recent book is The Big Book of Pointless Knowledge. If you like trivia, this is the book for you. It is page after page of trivia. Some of it makes you laugh, some of it makes you think, and then there's the ones you just sit back and enjoy that you know that. You don't need to know it, but boy, is it fun if you're the star of the next cocktail party. It's for everybody.
Even kids?
Kids would like it the most, especially if there's something against teachers.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
Well, lot of favorites,
You got 10 books. That's a lot to choose from.
but I think this one is my favorite. It's the story of different eras and what happened in different eras with the same tree. It starts out in the Columbian era, before Columbus.
Okay.
Okay. And what happened to make the tree grow? What happened? It was an accident, actually, that started the tree growing, moving up during years. And the story would happen about the tree in that era, about 1480
1480.
to today.
Oh, okay. Wow. That's a big time frame.
That's a big time, but I found some interesting things, and I just said, I love to do the research.
Yeah.
That's
Your
fun.
favorite part?
It's my favorite part.
Any final words for potential readers, people who want to read your book? What would you like to say to them?
Find a book you like and read it, hold it, and love it.